It was originally the D-Day Museum. Once they were recognized as the National World War II Museum, they spread across the street. We tried to, yes, take a standard parking garage and add some small, subtle moves, some design elements that would help it blend in to the architecture across the street, but also the neighborhood, and also be something special other than just a typical parking garage that you might see, by a shopping mall. We are also in the warehouse district of New Orleans, which is a lot of old masonry buildings, 3-4-story warehouses. They have very regular grids established with punched openings in them, usually large glass steel windows. So we wanted to also reference that as our project site. So what we decided to do was sort of start with that notion and then sort of scramble them up in a way so that they were offset from each other. They weren't in a vertical grid. The opening size varies, but also the panels that I mentioned before, as we can rotate them 180 degrees, they had angles on each side, and they weren't equal angles. So if you rotated them 180 degrees, you got a different shadow effect as you move down the facade of the building. Another feature, if you'll see, there is a feature column that has the World War II signage on it. And that particular column is wider than all the other columns. So instead of the spandrel crossing in front of it, it dies into the side of it. When you're on site, you'll see the vertical sign hangs off of that column. So that whole element there, it's right at the entry to the parking garage. That whole element begins to become something that draws your attention. The project went very smoothly. We had no issues with the general contractor or with Tindall. They weren't nervous about the quality of their work and the price that it was going to come in at. The owner is very happy, and clients, particularly tough clients, don't pay compliments too often, but they are very pleased with the design, the finish, and everything for the World War II Museum parking garage.